We'll probably have to manually bring some power lines across. Whoops. See, in this version of Venice, instead of having roads that are actually canals and rivers, we have, or yeah, you know, rivers that are used for roads, basically. Instead of canals being used for roads, we have islands that are used as lakes. Oh, it makes me so happy. So yeah, certainly we'll need some power. These guys will complain. We actually don't... Oh, we do have industrial demand right now. But it's not being fulfilled. Is it the same thing as before, where it's just like there's not enough services in the area, so they're kind of unhappy about it? I could force it by putting down another... I could put down a cargo thing over here, which actually would be a great idea, because I'm sure there's going to be a lot of need for this sort of thing. So let's go ahead and build... How am I out of city limits? Cannot connect a route. Oh, there's a little island in the way. But you know how to deal with islands. Oh, and then it's... either doesn't have line of sight. But I want you to build from over here. That would be really nice. And then this is too close to the water. Can I buy that other tile? Because eventually I can get them all. There we go. That'll save it. So it'll cost us 14 grand, but we got the money right now. So that should get rid of the out of city bounds, city limits warning. So now I can pretty much put it down wherever I want. Which I think will be something like this. And like that. For now, we'll run power along that way. You don't have water? I just think it's funny when the harbor says it doesn't have access to water. But of course it means fresh water, obviously. We're gonna, since this is Polluti Island anyway, we're gonna take this opportunity to drop down a couple of incinerators. So it's got some nice reach across a couple of different areas that it can work. We're gonna make sure we've got some fire services in here. Is the small one gonna be sufficient? It looks like it. And then a small police station as well. Actually, we don't have a police station anywhere over here, so this is going to be a good chance for us to put down a big one. Get that nice kind of coverage. Excellent. We'll get some bus stops. All right, because of the one-ways. And then come across there, to there, to here. Ta-da. Okay. So I'll complain about power a little bit until that comes in. But there we go. And so the hope is we're going to alleviate some of the goods production. The fact that goods are being produced here and then being shipped across to Bionic Homo sapien Island. I guess we're going to need to name our new industrial park over here. I think we've got a few extra regions we need to put down. So let's go ahead and get one going here. Oh, we'll need a name over here for this little bit. We need a name for the island that the boats go across. I don't think it'll be named after a subscriber. We just need some sort of witty name for that spot right over there. We're going to pull back here, the Quotopia Fields, because obviously we're not farming right there, even though it is fertile land. We're not going to do it. So we'll figure out some more. So we need... This looks like a good district. And maybe another one over here. See the chat going. I think people are starting to get some name ideas, which is nice. So I'm going to name these two off of subscribers. Actually, we need 3 subscriber names. Then I'll scroll back in the chat. We've got Vibble Square. We've got Rede Skyrin. I don't know, Heights. We'll go with Heights. I didn't want 2 squares in a row. And then these here, this is going to be PSN Gouder Industrial Park. So, Hoover Island, Kidney Island, Boat Island Pass, Paradox Island actually makes a lot of sense. Should name it after Essentia Modica. Please, Flying Dutchman, Moonraker, Noob Island, Skagos, Disc Island after Sir Terry Pratchett. Oh, that's an interesting idea. Physics Island. I kind of like that. Penn Island makes me think a lot of our original SimCity playthrough. All-Terrain Island. Collision Box Island. Landship Pass. Okay, I like that one the best. Landship Pass. If we built here, what would happen? Should we build here? What if it ruins Landship Pass? Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to save Landship Pass. Okay, we're going to save before we build. Just in case it ruins Landship Pass. Let's use like nice, like square high density stuff. Hey, Gazumping, thanks for the sub. Okay, well, so far so good. So far, they're still very happy to do it. This makes me so happy. I hope they never, ever, ever change it. I'd be so sad if they change this. So we still want commercial, so we're going to go ahead and zone this as high-density commercial over here. And make sure they've got water. We'll probably have to send a power line across the way as well. Okay, they got that right away. All right, here it comes. Yes! Yes! Oh! Oh, this is great. We're definitely going to be screenshotting this. Power is poor. We don't have a fire going on here. We're just legitimately out of power. Should we go, should we get some nuclear power over here? Ooh, we can't build in the water. We can't fit another solar collector. I mean, we can go for some more wind, or we could just start pumping out some oil. But again, we're saving the oil for the cars. This is Clarkson Power Company. I think we might just be forced to do it. There we go. We're going to build two. Just don't even generate... Oh, no, once the second one kicked in, we have lots. Okay. We can get rid of the windmills later on if we want to keep doing that. Obviously, we're going to have pollution, but, you know, there we go. Yeah, the cost per megawatt of oil is not as good as the others, but who cares? Ah, we've got Landship Pass. What else do we need in this life? You should make a highway for the boats. If we lined up the highway just perfectly, the boats might go ahead and use it, which would be amazing. Alright, so, again, the hope is that with all this, eventually, we might encourage more of this traffic here. So let's take a look at some of this. So you over here, you are going to the Home Improvement Center down there, and you're coming from over here. Fine fashions to the Home Improvement Center. I mean, only the best overalls, I suppose. Oh, they're going over this island too, so we could definitely build something there. Might be a good place for like a big power plant or something for them to go through. Vroom! I'm surprised that's even the legal placement for our route, because normally they draw a line. But oh well. There are other islands to make all windmill islands. That is true. We could just do a lot of that. But we could potentially, see, just build 2 nuclear things over here. We'll call that one Fukushima. Once we need power, I think that's what I'm going to do. All right, so we've got a bit of land over here. We still certainly have plenty of demand for things. I'm going to switch to the tree line version. I'm going to grab from here, and I'm going to hop in right there. More tree-lined roads. Keep going with the curvy bits. Try to follow the coast. Now, because of the way curves work, sometimes you don't even get your full, like, 4 that you can build in these areas, but it still looks okay. See, a lot of those are only 2, just because of the steepness. NB Battle Hunter. Nuclear power on island and renamed Clarkson 3 Mile Island. Ah, that's true. No, I think I'm going to leave Clarkson Island basically where it is. But on that little island is where I'm going to put, like, double nuclear. And yeah, Fukushima or 3 Mile Island. 3 Mile Island might be a good name to use. Let's see. I wonder if this is a good idea or a bad idea. We'll build that anyway. And we're going to put down some high-density residential. There's not a ton of demand for it right now, but hopefully they will come. Looks like we could use more hospital coverage over here. Oh, we've got none over there at all. So, yeah, something like this seems like a pretty smart idea. Fire coverage, we could use a little bit more over here. Space already occupied. There we go. Police. Police ain't bad. Technically, it's a little shy over there. And as well over here. If I built, build a big police station right over there. I think that'll make people happy. We'll build a little school. High school coverage. We definitely need more. Let's do that. University capacity is still fine right now. We actually have 2 universities. But now that we're getting more of the other schools, people are graduating, so there's more demand for university, which is good. We are need to just fill in that little gap over there. Sewage. Yep, no, we need both. Oh, gosh. All right, water intakes. There's a bit of noise pollution over here. I just realized, so there's going to be a little complaining, but not too much. I think if we're going to keep things in line, we're going to need them both. Still, at some point, hoping to replace the poop factories over here with more of the cleaner water treatment plants. That is, the plume of poop is pretty nuts. Name the nuclear island Homer's nap place. That's a good idea, Nuna. And Butts says, put the Statue of Liberty on the small island. I don't have a Statue of Liberty. I'd have to go and download one of those. I have this island over here, too. But we do have some monuments we can build. I don't have them unlocked in this particular game. But I have these. What is this thing here? Oh, the Annunciation Cathedral, right? That I can put down. I've got the big Cathedral of Plentitude. That might be the most appropriate thing to build over there. Now, if I build bridges here, does it stop the boats? I don't know. You go and move these power lines. Like that. And then we can clear out these guys. Because what I'm thinking is... Well, I don't need to take the 3-lane highway. A 2 will be more than sufficient for this. If I do something like this, then yeah, come right through this island. Oh, we're going to want to straight line it so that we make sure we've got what we need to hook up to have both power plants. Looks like the boats are not bothered. Oh, we're going to have to run power out here, too. Yeah. Well, if they're not bothered by roads, they won't be bothered by the power lines. So I don't need to build the power plants yet. I mean, we can build, like, one of these opera houses. Oh, it's actually, because it's not an actual straight line over here, some of the placement is going to be a little annoying. We can actually fit more than one thing over here. There we are. So what do we want over here? I mean, probably one on the biggest. Just put an arch. It's boring. Yeah, I don't have the deluxe stuff. I actually don't have the deluxe package, as it turns out. I don't think I've got any of the pre-order stuff either. Room just cutting right through the road. I could have made the roads higher to make it look a little less silly, although they'd still go through some of the posts. And, oh, I should check to make sure that right now... I'm not going to build them right now because I don't need it, but I've got enough room for both power plants. Yeah! Double power plants over there. As the boats go right through one. That's going to be great. Oh, the Colossal Building. That's a good idea. Yeah, the Colossal Order Building over here. Okay. There we go. That's what we built. And right now the power lines are going to go straight through this island. To there. Oh yeah, water too. And I can guarantee you the nuclear power plants are going to want some water as well. Now, if there's a fire at our nuclear power plants, we might actually have a bit of a bad time. Where's our closest fire department? It's there. Now, if I just put one, like, on one of these little bits here, just a little one, sort of tucked in here, that could reach. I mean, it's actually not that far. I mean, it's a long drive, but there's not going to be any traffic down here ever. So I don't think I'll worry. I don't think I'll give them, like, their own customized traffic spot. I should get a bus out here, because I think tourists will visit these stations. So we'll go to a bus route that goes right to the front there, and obviously we'll have to stop by the power plants as well, because some people will be working there. And then, oh, we don't have any buses supplying the commercial island over here, which we're going to want. Like that, and maybe we'll run it all the way to this cargo terminal. One more stop there, and then you can stop there as well. Stop on the other side of the road, and connect. There we are. So now people can go and visit this place. Fish sticks. You can tell when I haven't had any breakfast, because when the sound of even fish sticks sounds pretty good. Did we name all the things? Oh, name that. We will be naming this. Yeah, I could fit a small fire station next to the nuclear power plant, which is a good point. I don't know what we'll call this place. They're kind of unhappy. Oh, it's because there's no one that lives here, so I don't think they'll ever be happy. So we're going to call this place... Oh, there we go. Next name in the list. We're going to call this Danuge Island, which greets people as they come into our little empire. Look at the parked cars. I guess this is people visiting. Yeah, look at that. And the buses. Look at how many buses are coming down here. It's a very popular spot. Homer's Rest. All right, demand. Oh, we've got some water demand over here. Indeed we do. So, and some industrial. So I want to farm this area up over here. So let me go ahead and get started on that. So I think 2-lane roads are good. We want to make sure that we don't cut in from here, because we don't want anyone using these 2-lane roads unless they're actually there for, you know, on farming business. Maybe I'll start by building along the coast. So we're going to have a lot of unused space. That's all right. We don't want to cut into the housing, though. I don't want to eat any of the zoning tiles that belong to that. Nice curly lines. There we go. This is like a fun driving area. Vroom, 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 vroom. Just like that. You gotta make the sound effects, otherwise it doesn't count. So let's make sure our farming district covers all of this, because the last thing I want to do is zone some industrial over here and have it turn into something ugly and disastrous. I think I want to dezone this stuff, though. And probably just make it... I'll make it high-density commercial. And again, just verify that our region is okay. Yeah. There we go. So everything we've zoned industrial here should become actual farming. Yeah, we got beefcakes. Beefcake. Why don't I go ahead and make a road connection, actually, that goes through here. That's probably fine. Oh no, people are using this as something. They should not be doing that. Why are you using this as a shorter route? Okay, this is a trick I used to use. So if we do something like this, I want to make it look longer. Sounds dirty. And disincentivize people from using this path. Like, you should stick to this path. It's shorter. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. There's never going to be that much traffic over here. Not enough to cause any problems. But it's the principle of the thing. But you know how people get. They're like, oh, it's cool. I know a shortcut. We're going to cut through this parking lot and annoy people. We're going to irritate the city planner. Do all that kind of stuff. Okay, see? Look, now people aren't... you are, but... Nope, you're delivering agricultural products to bread and beyond. So yeah, look at this. I think we've cut this to only be local traffic. There's still a few people that are stuck here right now and waiting for some sort of traffic light, apparently. There we go. But now we won't have that issue anymore. You gotta know how the pathfinding works and know how to work it. You gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And traffic here on the fake roundabout. I mean, it's two-way traffic, but, you know, we still have a little circle. Raise the shortcut above ground. Would that disincentivize people as well? It's fine. We'll leave it there. It's okay. Outlaw traffic lights. That would be nice. Not realistic, though. This area looks pretty. A bit of death. Oh, how are we doing on our crematoriums? Okay, there's very few dead people, but we need to make sure we've got sufficient coverage on this end of town. Let's go ahead and tuck in one of those and get another one right over there. We actually have no coverage over here. Now, fewer people live here, but you can still get some dead people. Looks like we're actually missing a wee bit of water coverage just right over there. Let's go and fix that. Traffic here is fine. There's actually there's still plenty of people who are using this as opposed to using my trains and ships and whatever, but this is pretty good. And actually what's interesting is how much is flowing in forestry products. One of the things we could check is our imports over here. It's forestry, oil, and ore. We could start to use more internal production. This is ore islands over here, oil over here. Now, that's not, it's not renewable. You'll eventually wear out or run out. But in the meantime, we could avoid a little bit of pulling things into the city. That being said, we no longer have a major problem over here. If we have more industrial area over here, for example, then it would start to be more of a thing because then anyone over here who wanted oil and ore and whatever might be importing it through the highway, which would be terrible. But hopefully they would use cargo ships instead, so we'll just wait on that. We may not ever do an oil or ore industry. It's possible. You know what? It's been about an hour and a half since the last break. I'm going to take a short break. We're going to come back. We're going to play a little bit more cities after the break. Probably go until about 4 p.m. Eastern time, and then we'll switch over and let the subscribers kill me in Team Fortress 2. Meanwhile, I will actually go and send the TF2 for all the new subscribers. I will email you with the info to our private Team Fortress 2 server. Team Fortress 2 is a game you can play for free. I don't think I'm lying about that. And we got a private server set up for the subs. Where is my outbox? TF2 server info. Dun, 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 dun. So I'm just going to send this, then I'm going to take a short break. But more cities when we come back. Boom, boom, boom. Email subscribers. Paste that in there. TF2 server info. Boom. And you can play whenever. I don't have like an automated update on that server a lot, so every now and again, near the end of the week, if there's an update that gets pushed out, sometimes it'll be out of date until I update it on Saturday. But for now, we should be good. Okay, see you guys in like 2 or 3 minutes.